Hello, Lawrence Township students and families. This video was created for 3rd grade during the week of April 27th. Our focus will be STEM Lesson 3. In this lesson, students will demonstrate their understanding of the relationship between multiplication and division. The learning targets are: students will understand the pattern of division with 0 and 1. Students will solve real-world problems that involve the relationship between multiplication and division. For Task 1, students will complete Daily Math Practice 12 to review previously taught math skills. To be successful, students will use the relationship between multiplication and division operations to solve these problems. Students are expected to complete all 6 Daily Math Practice problems. For Task 2, students will complete specific math sections to demonstrate their understanding of related division and multiplication problems. To be successful, students will use the relationship between multiplication and division to solve these problems. Students are expected to read over the visual learning chart at the top and the Convince Me problem at the bottom. The Convince Me problem's directions say, Sue wrote 9 invitations. She put 1 invitation in each mailbox on her street. How many mailboxes got invitations? Which equation shows the problem and the solution? Explain your thinking. The following Pearson video will review important skills that will help complete this task.
Goldfish make great pets.
How do you divide with 1 or 0? Think about this question during the lesson. Neil has 3 bowls. He puts 1 goldfish in each bowl. How many goldfish did Neil put in bowls? Find 3 divided by 1. You can start to solve this problem using multiplication. What number times 1 is 3? Select your answer. Three times 1 equals 3. So 3 divided by 1 equals 3. Neil put 3 goldfish in bowls. So if you divide 3 goldfish into groups of 1, you get 3 groups. The rule for dividing by 1 is that any number divided by 1 is itself. Now let's try 3 divided by 3. To find 3 divided by 3, think 3 times what number equals 3? Select your answer. Three times 1 equals 3. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1. So if you divide 3 goldfish into groups of 3, you get 1 group. So the rule for 1 as a quotient is that any number except 0 divided by itself is 1. Now let's find 0 divided by 3. Think 3 times what number equals 0? 3 times 0 equals 0. So 0 divided by 3 equals 0. You start with 0 goldfish and divide them into groups of 3. There are 0 groups. So the rule for dividing 0 by a number is that 0 divided by any number except 0 is 0. Now let's try dividing by 0. 0 times what number equals 3? There is no such number. So 3 divided by 0 can't be done. Groups of 0 do not make any sense. So the rule for dividing by 0 is that you cannot divide any number by 0. Now you know all the rules for dividing with 0 and 1.
For Task 3, students will complete a variety of problems to demonstrate their understanding of related division and multiplication word problems. To be successful, students will use the relationship between multiplication and division operations to solve. For task 3, students are expected to answer questions 1 to 7. Task 4 is an optional task. For task 4, students will plan and create a design, a lookout tower, to meet the requirements for the given STEM challenge. To be successful, students will construct and compare multiple solutions to a problem based on the criteria and constraints. For this optional STEM design challenge, background knowledge is given in the first paragraph. Then underneath that, it goes over what the design challenge is. For this challenge, students will plan, design, and build a tower to look out for possible dangers. The performance requirements. To be considered successful, designs must be able to stand alone without support from any other object and hold the weight of a small, safe, and soft object. For example, a marshmallow. To test your design, measure from the base of the tower or the bottom of the tower to the top of the tower. Suggested materials to use to help complete this optional STEM design challenge are given at the bottom. This is the student recording page. On this page, students can record what the problem is, brainstorm ideas, list the materials to use, draw and label the design, and write down the steps of your plan for creating. This slide provides you with visuals and support to ensure you are successful with each task. If needed, watch this video again as you work on the tasks in this lesson. Please be sure to submit to your teacher when done.